What? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So okay, guys, so today I'm going to be talking about C-section. This is because I have a question, or I have had so many questions, so many people around me and also people on social media, those that follow me, asking me to make a video about my C-section experience and stuff. And I'm kind of confused, like, what am I going to say about this? Like, what is there to know? So I'm just going to let you know some of the things, 3 things maybe, or some of the things you need to consider before thinking of going for a C-section. One, the most important thing to note is the reason why you're going for a C-section. You know, C-section is not just something that you just, there's some women that decide to go in for C-section because maybe they are afraid of child labor, the labor pain and everything, so they decide to go for a C-section. But if that is not the case, if your doctor or your gynecologist, I don't know which one is responsible for pregnant women and delivery in your country. For me, it's my gynecologist. So whatever the case may be, if the practitioner tells you you are supposed to have a C-section, always try to find out the reason why they are telling you to have a C-section and not to have a vaginal birth, because that also might try to motivate you. It might try to take out a fear from you, because trust me, C-section comes with fear. Whether you like it or not, as strong as you think you are, when you hear of a C-section, it comes with fear. So for you to be able to conquer that fear, it's always good to ask why. Always ask questions when you have any doubt. Ask them why they recommend a C-section for you. So if they kind of explain it to you, okay, maybe it's to save your baby, maybe it's to save your life, or maybe it's to make the birth process much more easier than if you have to go through a vaginal section. Like for my case, it was not possible for me, not possible medically, maybe for me to have a vaginal birth with my kids, both of them, because I've had 2 C-sections. That is because my kids are always very big, not because I eat a lot during pregnancy, no. That's just because they come out they come out huge. Oh god, they come out with broad shoulders and stuff. So yeah, and it also depends on the people concerned. Like in my case, I might look petite, but then hey, he is not petite and his father is not petite, so it's obvious that he's big. So things like that. And sometimes also you might be big and your partner is also very big, but you succeed in having a vaginal birth. Now that will boil down to the fact that if your pelvic or cervix size is actually okay for your child to go through. Because with me, my kids are big, but then the problem is not that they are big, the problem is that they are big and also I am small. Like my cervix, or is it pelvic or cervix, I don't know, I'm gonna insert it here. It's small in such a way that they cannot actually pass through, and if they have to force it for them to pass through, I might have serious tear down there. And also if it is not possible for them to really descend, because like with this one, I had him 41 weeks because I changed my hospital and my new gynecologist was kind of waiting. She was like, let's wait and see if he's actually going to descend, and if you are going to go into labor, and if you are going to dilate. And okay guys, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor or a nurse or a surgeon. I got all these informations from asking questions from my doctor and also doing a little bit more of research, so I could understand why I had to go through a C-section and everything after I did my scan. Yeah, but this is just an example of what I'm trying to say. Different, yeah. So it's always good to know the reason why you are having a C-section. That is going to calm you down mentally. It's going to take away your fear. And because also with us Africans, people always think that when you have a C-section, you are less than a woman. No, that is the mentality that most women have, because some people ask me, how you born? Was it you born naturally? You whatever. Having a C-section does not mean that it's artificial birth. It's not artificial birth. Artificial birth is not a robot that gave birth to your baby. It is you that carried that child for 9 months or whatever they pray, carried the child, and the child was taken out from you. I don't understand when people say naturally as if one is more valued than the other. It's the same process, and trust me, you have to respect women that have C-section, because the healing process is not the same. Trust me, I've had people that have that have gone through a normal vaginal birth without complications, they heal faster than when you have a C-section. To have your uterus rupture, stitch, and all those things is not easy. I'm going to be uploading my C-section video. I'm still trying to edit it because it's really something that if you're not strong, you cannot watch it, because I also want people to kind of have an idea what it feels like to have a C-section, what it's like to have a C-section, so you kind of have an idea about everything. The second thing you have to note is the healing process. The healing process is not that fast with a C-section, especially if we live in this world today that people want to snap back like this after childbirth. You see on Instagram, people will be like, me after 2 months, me after 1 week, me after this, and you'll be feeling kind of depressed when you look at yourself and your stomach is still very big. I'm going to show you guys my stomach now. It's 4 weeks since my delivery. I'm going to try to put this young man down and see. So I'll show you guys my tummy. I don't know if you guys can see. This dress is not doing justice to it, but I'll try to insert a picture. Yeah, my stomach is still big. It's relatively big for 4 weeks. Yeah, so you should not be bothered about with things like this. Follow your healing process. Concentrate on yourself. Go at your pace. Don't push so hard. If they tell you at the hospital you need 6 weeks, because with C-section normally they give you a 6-week period for healing. After that 6 weeks, that's when you go back to see your gynecologist or whoever did your C-section. They're going to control you again to see how fast you're healing, to see if the bleeding internally that comes out down there, if it has stopped, to see if your uterus has descended, or if it is still high. So when you start looking at your stomach is big, and then you look at your friend on Instagram or on Facebook that is posting and all those things, please don't look at them. Don't look at them. Focus on you and your healing process. With the C-section, the healing process is not easy. You always have pain, and there I'm going to insist here, never stay without your painkiller, never stay without your drug. It's for a reason that they prescribe those drugs for you. Because when I stay and I miss when I have to take, if I miss the period when I have to take my what is it called? If I miss the period when I have to take my painkiller, trust me guys, they're pain. So thank God Hobby was there, so he's always kind of remind me like, you have to take your drug at this hour, you have to take it at this hour, because sometimes I get carried away with the baby and then I sleep in, and I wake up much later, and I wake up with so much pain that I cannot even walk. I cannot come down from the bed without someone actually helping me to come off the bed, or someone actually helping me to walk. You don't want that, especially when you have a young one like this that depends on you for food and all that stuff. So you need to respect your healing process. Don't push it. Take your time. Ask questions with your doctor when it's appropriate for you to start working out and all the stuff. Forget about what you see on social media. So the third thing and the last thing I'm going to talk about is sex. After a C-section, it's not easy, guys. Normally with the hospital, my doctor gave me 6 weeks. Not easy. It's always very, 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 very painful. So you should think about that, and try to dialogue with your partner, be it your husband, be it your boyfriend. Try to dialogue with them, let them understand, because they have to also help you through this process. And maybe it's not easy for a man to stay and be looking at the wife, or for a man to stay and be looking at the girlfriend, and start developing like you miss your girlfriend or you miss your wife and you want to have some kind of intimate moment with them. But if you're gonna kind of dialogue with them to let them know you're not feeling okay medically, maybe this is your healing time. And also, even if they give you 4 weeks, they give you 6 weeks, if it gets to that 6 week and you're still not feeling fine, listen to your body. You know, it's always good to listen to your body. So dialogue with your partner. There are so many other ways you can get intimate with your partner without actually making them to also feel bad. But I believe any reasonable man at this stage should be able to understand and trust the wife or girlfriend to heal properly, and then before they get back to business. So I think those are the major things I have to say about C-section. My first, is it the same? Okay, somebody asked me if the experience is the same with both kids. No, the experience is not the same, because first I did it in 2 different hospitals by 2 different doctors. First, the stitches or my incision period area, they are not the same. This second one healed faster and nicer than the first one. Also depends on the person carrying out the surgery on you, and also maybe your skin, but I have the same skin, so yeah, I would say maybe it depends on the person that carries out the surgery. So no 2 C-section is the same. The healing process is different. Yourself time, listen to your body again, and heal with time. So yeah, and don't feel less than a woman if you give birth through C-section and your friend gave birth vaginally. No, that doesn't make you less a woman. It's all those are means that God puts in place to help us bring forth beautiful miracles like this into the world, you know. So yeah, you can see this young man is very tired already. I need to feed him. So guys, I'm just gonna end this here. What any other thing I'm not included in this video, just let me know your thoughts down below. What are the things you think one should know before going in for a C-section and all that? What advice you have for women that have had C-section, advice as per healing and stuff. The thing that I forgot is immediately after your C-section, like the first 3 weeks, guys, when you're peeing, it feels like down there is scattered. It comes out like, you know, when you open a when the pipe is small and the way the water comes out, it comes out in a very narrow kind of way, and then later on if you use a bigger pipe or something, the water comes like that's how it feels down there. You pee, the way you pee is like you have 7 holes down there that the pee comes from. It really comes out really huge, and it flows very fast. That's how you feel down there. But with time you start feeling how it's getting back to normal, and then it starts coming out like before. Like now it's adjusting already to how it used to be before the C-section. What more? You might also want to discuss with your doctor if you want to start taking pills, or you want to go in with just the use of condom, because you are not allowed to get pregnant until after 1 year, I think 1 or 2 years, I've forgotten. So I'm not planning to get pregnant anytime soon, so I didn't really ask my doctor again. But I remember the first time they told me I'm not to get pregnant, I think after 1 year or 2, but I'll verify, and then any mistake I'm gonna insert on the screen. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching my video, and if you watched up to this point and you're not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also turn off the notification bell, so each time I upload a video you'll be the first to be notified, and yeah, and you'll be part of the notification squad. All right guys, bye, and have a lovely day wherever you are, and stay blessed. Bye guys.